entered Alyx's world, a safe space for wrestling fans like you.
Hello all and welcome to Alyx's world, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. It's unfortunate that I can't say the same thing for WWE right now. This is your host Alyx, just Alyx, and I'm bringing you some unfortunate news in the world of wrestling. I'm gonna be real with you. I thought we were over this. I thought we were past mass releases ever since the big one, the big round of releases in 2021. Everyone remembers that year. Samoa Joe, I think it was Karrion Kross and Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt. They lost a ton of talent during that run. That time in 2021 was rough for a lot of people. And after Vince McMahon left, we were assuming that was it. We were thinking to ourselves, no more mass releases. Especially after WWE had this amazing run over the last year where they were breaking all kinds of revenue records. Attendances, merchandise, quarterly earnings. Not just annual earnings, quarterly earnings. Holy crap, the sponsorship deals were coming in left and right. It felt like WWE was doing some great things. Even when Vince McMahon came back and the quality of the television product sucked, they were still doing good business. And then they do the sale. They do the sale with Endeavor. They turned WWE from being a $1 million corporation into a $1 billion conglomerate. This company is now making more money than it ever has made before. Ever. And even still, despite the position they're in, where they can clearly keep all the talent, all the employees that got released, by the way, the hundreds of employees that got released this past week, I pray for them as well. They could have kept everybody and still had a surplus of money. Let's get something straight. When it comes to these roster cuts, this is not cost saving. Bullshit. This isn't budget cuts. Budget cuts! Which way? This way? This way. Budget cuts! It's none of that. This is, once again, and I'm gonna keep saying it, because people just keep ignoring it. Everybody wants to turn a blind eye to it. This is Vince McMahon once again throwing his weight around. None of these cuts need to happen. If you really think about it, what money are they saving when they cut people like Aaliyah? When they cut people like Rick Boogs? When they cut people like Riddick Moss and Emma? Most of these talents, if not all of them, they were cut because Vince doesn't like them. People might say it's business, and I hate that too. It's just business. You got these corporate suits, these people on social media, not just Twitter, not just Instagram, but social media, who come up here, oh, why do you care about these jobbers? They don't even get that much TV time. These same people would be curling up in a field position if they got fired. Usually people who say that, oh, why should I care? They're jobbers anyways. Why should you care? They're jobbers anyways. You're projecting because in reality, you're miserable, your lives are terrible, and we all know that if you were to get fired, no one would care about you. So of course, you project that on social media onto these talents that have done literally nothing to you. I don't know why else you would say it. People who tweet this, people who post this, it's almost like they're working for WWE. They don't care about you. They're never going to hire you. What benefit do you get I am saying, who cares about them getting released? Can we have a heart? Can we actually show some compassion? These are people with families. These are people whose livelihoods have been affected. I don't give a shit how much they made. Everyone always looks at the amount that they were making. I understand that people like Dolph Ziggler were close to making $1 million, if not more than that, a year. So it's hard to feel sorry for him. But I'm sorry, this guy who's been here for 20 years, who, in my opinion, should have been a multiple-time WWE champion, never got the shot that he deserved. Just unceremoniously just gets released. People like Mustafa Ali, who has busted his ass for years, asked for his release years ago, and they denied him, only for them to release him here. Didn't I talk about this? I said it in that live stream. I said, you know what would be fucked up? If they denied him his release, only to release him a year later. Now, it didn't happen a year later. It happened 2 years later. But it just goes to show you, like, it's never about business when it comes to these budget cuts. It never was about business. It's about the whim of an old man just getting tired of playing with his toys. That's all it is. It's never about bettering the business. WWE is doing just fine. They could have kept every single one of these talents and everything would have been swimmingly. And just so we are clear, no one should be happy about these cuts. And I see people in the live chat right now, which I think needs to stop. We got people predicting who will be released next. Don't do that. Don't predict who's going to be released. Don't even do that thing where, like, people say, well, why did Dolph Ziggler get released and this guy didn't? Don't do that, guys. This is not the place for that. And I mean that. When I say this is a safe space, I mean it needs to be a safe space. Do not be predicting who should get released. Be above that. All right? No one should be losing their jobs right now. Because both companies, AEW, WWE, all companies are doing great. So we're not going to be taking snide remarks, taking pot shots, and making snide remarks, that's what I meant to say, at people we don't like. All right? This is a very, very rough day for a lot of people. What I do want to do, though, is, and apparently the internet is a little slow, so if I'm buffering, I apologize for that. What I do want to do is talk about these talents, what they really could have done, what they meant to us fans, and ultimately where I think they'll end up. You know, I'm going to take a very, very negative situation and try to spin it into a positive. Because it's sad to me. Everybody was excited about the news that was reported this morning that WWE is moving away from Fox. They're moving away from Fox and they're going to move SmackDown to the USA Network. Which means the contract that the USA Network has with Raw and NXT, they're going to let that expire. And SmackDown is going to move to the USA Network, which means NXT and Raw, most likely Raw, don't know about NXT, but those two shows might end up on a different network soon. Now, USA Network could easily just take all the shows and just pay WWE all the money. But more than likely what will end up happening is that they paid WWE for SmackDown, which is, if I'm not mistaken, to the amount of $1.4 billion. $1.4 billion for SmackDown. Man, if they pay for Raw and NXT, they might be getting $2 billion. So what will probably end up happening is that they'll get SmackDown, but then let Raw and NXT go somewhere else. That would have been the best topic to discuss, because I could be talking about, man, Disney could pick up NXT, Amazon, because NBC Universe could also pick it up, and then even NBC Universe, whatever you want to call it, they could pick it up and put it on ABC, which would be massive. Which would also mean, and this is a big topic too, it could also mean that Monday Night Raw could no longer be Monday Night Raw. It could be moving away from Mondays, which would be huge. I would love to talk about that, but we'll talk about that tomorrow on SmackDown, during the SmackDown review. I believe that will be the best time to discuss it. I want to give this platform, this podcast, to the men and women who got released today. Because as great as that news is, as exciting as it is for WWE to be moving away from Fox and potentially moving Raw and NXT to a different network and the possibilities that can come from that, it was usurped. It almost became secondary because not even 10 minutes after that, they started announcing roster cuts. And it made that news feel so disingenuous. It's almost like you put out that news. You put out this amazing deal that you got, along with announcing that Elimination Chamber is going to be in Australia next year. All this great news to then almost negate or soften the blow of the roster cuts to come. And that just feels like a top-tier asshole move to me. We're going to announce this big, awesome TV deal and then let you know, sorry, we're cutting all these people. And just so we're clear, we're not done. I was just told that WWE is getting ready to release some NXT talent. And if I'm 100% honest with you, this isn't the last series of cuts. Knowing Vince McMahon, and he's going to be here for a while. I do see news. I've been keeping up with the news that Vince McMahon might be on his way out because the federal government is about to drop some news on his investigation, on the investigation they did on him. And we already got websites, people like the LA Times, Axios, and all these other places predicting that he might be out soon. I get that. But it's like I told you. If you've been following me, I'm always going to give it to you straight. I'm a passionate wrestling fan, but I do my best to be fair and unbiased. I told you that for the time being, for the short-term period, probably up until WrestleMania, you're going to have to deal with Vince McMahon. He's going to change some things. He's going to fire some people. The quality of the product is going to suck. It's going to suck. For the short term, it's going to suck. So I don't expect him to leave anytime soon, which means don't be surprised if we get another round of cuts. If not in November, probably at the start of next year. You think this is it? You honestly think this is the end? Hell no. This is Vince McMahon's last stand. Like the LA Times said, they put out an article about it. They said this is his last stand. He is coming back with a vengeance and he's going to go out his way. He's going out his way. He's gonna cut everybody he doesn't like. He's going to change up whatever he doesn't like. He's going to maintain power for as long as possible and do what makes him feel in control because he's a senile old man who's out of touch, who knows the world has passed him, but he is unwilling to let it go. He has his iron fucking grip on WWE or the TKO group. And he is waiting for somebody to pry it out of his hands. So we gotta be ready to pry it out of his hands now. So it's gonna take a while to do that. Which means expect more cuts. This is just the beginning. But I'm not here to do the whole doom and gloom vibe. Oh, this person could have been great if... No. I'm here to talk about the future. So let's go ahead and get into the list of talent that were released. For the record, I am live. If we get news of more releases, live chat, moderators, people who have their ear to the ground, let me know. Just put it in the chat. Okay? Please, if we get more releases, even the NXT releases, might as well put them in there as well. And we'll take a look at afterwards. Because I'm going to be up here for a while. Probably an hour and a half. Because I'm going to be talking to y'all afterwards as well. That's if my live stream doesn't cut out. If my live stream stays up to date. Like I said, I'm buffering right now. The internet's been pretty bad lately. I might need to reset the modem. I probably should have done that before I went live, but we're here. But thank y'all for being here. I appreciate you. Let's go ahead and get things started. And by the way, super chats are on. I'm not going to pause super chats. I have no reason to pause super chats. I think we missed one earlier. Higurashi, Yes, Higurashi donated $5. I appreciate that, sir. Well, that didn't last long. Apparently, before I even started, Quincy Elliott. Yep. Quincy Elliott from NXT has been released. So, okay, we'll be talking about the NXT releases after all this. So, do me a favor, live chat. Go ahead and just start posting about the NXT releases, and someone get collect all the names into one pile and give it to me once we're done with these guys. Because we gotta talk about the main course right now. No offense to the NXT releases. Let's get started, man. I'm just gonna start with the most noteworthy one. The one that shocked everybody. And that's Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler, a two-time WWE World Champion. A Grand Slam winner. He's won all the major titles, including the tag team titles. This guy has done a lot of things in the, past 2 decades? I think he debuted in 2024, right? That's 2024. He got released in 2023. I think he came in as Nikki in 2004. Why did I say 2024? 2004. See, anytime my stream starts buffering, it throws me off. He debuted in 2004, and he was Nikki, a part of the Spirit Squad. And then he transitioned into Dolph Ziggler. And let's be real. That name, Dolph Ziggler, is awful. It's been awful since day one. It has been a terrible name, but it's a testament to the talent that is Nick Nemeth. His real name is Nick Nemeth. And this guy is so good, he was able to make this awful goddamn name work. To the point that we were begging him to be a WWE champion. Early. He is that good. One of the best sellers, if not the best seller in the game. Probably the best seller. And it really did feel like he's a talent that WWE just never saw main event potential in. They just never saw him as someone they can strap the horse to. The courage to. The carriage. I can't find the analogy right now. They can't strap the company behind his back to carry them forward. And my problem with that analogy is you never gave him a shot. They never gave him a shot. How do you know? How do you know you can't trust Dolph Ziggler? Every time it felt like they were going to go with him, when they had him cash in 2013, Mr. Money in the Bank, one of the best cash-ins in the history of WWE, and he got that amazing pop when he beat Alberto Del Rio. That's how Reigns didn't go. That's how Reigns didn't even go out that long. When they had him win the Survivor Series match in 2014, when we were thinking, okay, we're finally going to go with Dolph Ziggler here, and he helped beat the Authority and put them out of business. That run on SmackDown in 2016, when he had that amazing feud with Dolph Ziggler. He had him feud for himself. When he had that amazing feud with The Miz. It's like every time it felt like they were finally going to go somewhere with him, they just never did it. They just never did it. They never gave him a chance. They never gave him a run. Even during the pandemic, they just never gave him a run. And I think that's tragic. 20 years. 20 years as a veteran. And they never gave him a shot. And you know what? I'm so happy he was able to make his money. Because he made millions despite all that. For being who he is. For working with talent like Goldberg. For working with talent like Drew McIntyre. For working with main event players. John Cena. Randy Orton. AJ Styles. We'd be here all day just naming all the people. CM Punk. Bryan Danielson. We'd be here all day. The sad part about Dolph Ziggler is that when he does leave, and technically he's already gone, but as you guys know, there is a 90-day non-compete clause. So everybody that was released today, technically they're still under contract until next year. So he can't start negotiating with anybody until January, which is what it is. It's a 90-day non-compete. But regardless of that, when he eventually does leave and he is a free agent, Tony Khan needs to call him immediately. Because someone like this, someone like Dolph Ziggler, I gotta stop calling him that. Fuck that name. Someone like Nick Nemeth, there we go. Mr. Nick Nemeth would be the perfect talent for AEW. Because one of the things that I missed seeing Dolph's, I gotta stop saying that name. I'm gonna keep saying it though. I gotta get over it. One of the things I missed seeing Nick do in WWE was sell. When he was able to sell like a goddamn pro, he stole the show every single time. There was a period of time where he was the guy to watch. I would say from like, shit, what, 2011? Before then, probably 2010 to at least a good 2014. You couldn't miss a single match he had. He was that damn good. If we get that Nick Nemeth back, and I know he's a little bit older, I think he's in his 40s now, but clearly he can still do it. He hasn't been trying all that much on purpose. He's been just going to work collecting a paycheck. But now that he is able to finally be himself and collect money on his own, we'll get to that in a second.
Hey Alyx, check out the tweet from Wrestling News Company. If it's a credible source, about Vince McMahon may leave WWE thinking face.
We already talked about that before I even got into this. I said, give all this news about Vince McMahon, take it with a grain of salt, because I don't see him really going anywhere for the time being. Eventually, he will be gone, though. So we'll talk more about Vince and SmackDown tomorrow, I promise. What was I saying? So now that Dolph Ziggler can collect money his way, he's able to make money his way, work wherever he wants. I think we're going to see what kind of a talent he really can be. To me, Nick Nemeth, Cody Rhodes, they all kind of fall in that same bracket. I'll even put Mustafa Ali and Shelton Benjamin. These people, I think when you allow them to be the top talent they are, can draw money like no other. So I pray that when his contract is up and they really let him just be a free agent, Tony doesn't even hesitate. Because Ryan Nemeth, his brother, is already in AEW. Nick Nemeth's brother is already in AEW, Ryan Nemeth. It shouldn't even be a second thought. You lock in. You make that call to Nick Nemeth. I'm still trying to get used to saying that. I'm so used to saying Dolph Ziggler for all this time. You make that call to Dolph. You make that call. Because I guarantee you, for AEW, the matches, the idea of okay, so the internet's kind of being wacky right now. I apologize. Hopefully it'll settle in just a second. Yeah, again, I apologize for the internet not being good right now, y'all. But I think we're okay. I think we're good. Sorry about the internet going in and out. But yeah, here we go. The idea of Nick Nemeth versus a Kenny Omega. Come on. That would be so goddamn good. What I'm also excited about is the prospect that Nick is going to be a locker room leader, because he is someone that has been very helpful to talent backstage. And for me, that is just as important as what he does on screen. Him being a factor on screen and off screen, to me, is what's going to help AEW's business. So, I'm excited. Believe it or not, I'm not sad for Nick. Personally, it is frustrating that they just never gave him a shot as Dolph Ziggler. I'm excited to see what he does with a new coat of paint in AEW. Just like I would be excited to see Mercedes or an Adam Copeland. An Adam Copeland in AEW, because you're not going to get what you see from them in WWE. It's going to be a fresh coat of paint. So, let's see what happens, man. People are talking about all kinds of matches. I love the idea of Nick Nemeth versus Swerve Strickland. Nick Nemeth versus Orange Cassidy. Let's go. Oh, and the thing is, that's going to make this work. Man, Nick Nemeth versus Will Ospreay? I'm excited. I'm excited about it, man. So, same thing goes for people like Mustafa Ali and Shelton Benjamin. Let me go to Shelton Benjamin here. What really upsets me about Shelton Benjamin, they literally just months ago put out an amazing video package celebrating 2 decades of him being in the wrestling business. 2 decades. A 20-year career. They literally called Shelton Benjamin a future WWE Hall of Famer. They called him a Hall of Famer! And here he is being released. That is fucking corporate bullshit. That is the epitome of corporate bullshit. Because we all know Triple H loves Shelton. Everybody else loves Shelton. This is somebody that, if you have a modicum of sense for talent, doesn't matter how old you are, young or old, you look at Shelton Benjamin and you go, how the fuck is that guy not a world champion? How has he never won a world title in WWE? I don't give a shit what your preference is. You look at someone like that and you go, damn, all the talent in the world. How do you not win a world title? Especially when you have people like Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Kurt Angle. Look, these are top names endorsing you. John Cena. Chris Jericho. God damn. Some of the greatest of all time saying push this guy, make him a world champion. They just never saw him as a world title contender. I don't get it. So, another name that should probably go to AEW, Shelton Benjamin. People are already talking about it. He would be perfect for the BCC. For the Blackpool Combat Club? Fuck yeah. Let's go. That's another time that could pull over people. Add more depth to the AEW roster. If not AEW, I could see him in New Japan Pro Wrestling. New Japan Pro Wrestling would be perfect for him. I can also see him in Impact if he wants to go there. Personally, AEW should pick him up. That's an AEW talent if there ever was one. And you might mention his age. I think, how old is Shelton? I really don't know how old Shelton is. Someone's going to have to help me out with that. I'm also realizing I have over 200 people watching me live. Hello, everybody. Be sure you like the video. Thank you for making me a part of your day. I didn't do any of that. I should probably have done that. So Shelton Benjamin is 48? 48. Oh, he's a Cancer. He's a Cancer like me. We're both born in July. Nice. All right, 48 years old. Look here. He looks great. Sting over there wrestling like he's 38 as a 65-year-old. Billy Gunn over there looking like he's 29 at 58? Shelton, 48, looks amazing. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's go, man. I'm ready for it. He would be great for AEW. Not only as a great in-ring talent, but as a coach? As a producer and a coach? Come on now. Mustafa Ali. I already talked about him multiple times on this channel. I think 2 years ago, he asked for his release. He wanted to leave WWE 2 years ago because they weren't using him properly. And there was this incident that we still don't know about, which we can know about very soon, hopefully, of him and Vince McMahon. Vince pitched to him some type of creative idea that was so offensive. So offensive that he walked out. I'm still waiting to hear what that idea was. Probably having something to do with something being racist or his heritage. Probably being racist. But, he's been wanting to go for a long time. But he decided to be professional and just run his contract out. He's been trying to be that type of wrestler that doesn't give a bad taste, leave a bad taste in people's mouth, that doesn't give a bad vibe, that if he's unhappy, that if he isn't getting his way, that he's going to make everyone's lives a living hell. He doesn't want to be that guy. He wants to just do things the right way, do things by the book. And that's what he's been doing. And I hate the fact that it just never worked out for him. I remember his run on 205 Live in 2018 till about 2020, maybe late 2020. Triple H was running the show at the time, by the way. NXT 205 Live in 2018 were better than the main roster shows. Fight me if you disagree. Fight me if you disagree. 205 Live was hot. That show was banging out classics. Buddy Murphy at the time, but Buddy Matthews, freaking, what was his name? It's Kenta. What was his name on 205 Live? Hideo Itami. Remember Hideo Itami? Leo Rush. Freaking, what was his name? The gentleman character with the mustache. They all came from the Cruiserweight Classic. Oh my God. Gallagher. What was his first name? Jack Gallagher. There it is. I just figured it out. Jack Gallagher. Cedric Alexander, man. They were doing some amazing things on 205 Live. They were kicking ass on 205 Live. And Mustafa Ali was in the center of that. Austin Aries, Adrian Neville, Pac. Man, when you see the talent that Mustafa Ali is, and you know how good he can be when you just let him go, and how creative he is, and his ability to make you care. TJP as well. The entire freaking roster. Grand Metalik, you're right. Lince Dorado, my goodness. The entire 205 Live Cruiserweight roster has just been phenomenal. They just never did it right with them. They just never got it right with them. But Rich Swann, yep. Rich Swann, that was Noam Dar, man. When Mustafa Ali is given a chance to shine and you let him shine, one of the best talents to watch. 1,000%. So, what makes this guy work is that he's not just a great wrestler. At the end of the day, what I love about Mustafa Ali is that he is a, say it with me, storyteller. He is a storyteller. He's able to tell a story inside the ring through the moves he does, while also being a character. And a great one, with a great backstory. Mustafa Ali has Hollywood potential. I mean that. He has crossover potential. So, I think anyone that picks him up would be wonderful having him on their roster. So, I hope AEW signs Mustafa Ali. I don't think they will. This is someone that I think is probably going to be better off just going to New Japan Pro Wrestling. I would love to see him in New Japan Pro Wrestling and traveling the world, doing what Leo Rush is doing right now. Leo Rush doesn't really have any kind of home base. He's just kind of going everywhere he wants. So I would love to see Mustafa Ali do Impact Wrestling, do New Japan Pro Wrestling, really travel the world and really become like the new indie god, or just try that indie god territory that Matt Cardona is doing right now. You know what I mean? And people are just bringing up all the great talent we had. Kalisto, Grand Metalik, Lince Dorado. Oh, 205 used to be the shit, man. But yeah, Mustafa Ali really should just expand his wings. I would love to see him in AEW, but I think right now he should do a year of just completely just killing it on the indies. Go everywhere. Rev Pro, New Japan Pro Wrestling, go across seas, do some independents. Then after about a year or so, please lock yourself in with AEW. Now, at the same time, if they ever bring him back in WWE, I hope it happens after Vince is gone. Drew Gulak. I hate. And Roderick Strong was also on. Oh my god, dude. Y'all are making me upset now. 205 Live used to be so good. Yeah, Drew Gulak, Roderick Strong, Drake Maverick. Okay, we're done. We're done. We're done talking about 205 Live. Back to this. Mustafa Ali, to me, has the potential to be someone big. Unfortunately, I think he should spend the next few years just really honing his craft and finding out who he is and finding that it factor. Because he has it, but he hasn't found it yet. I need him to find it. Once he finds it, quickly sign with AEW. Don't go back to WWE. Sign with AEW and just go crazy. Because I think someone like him is perfect for AEW. But right now, we got. I don't think he should be with a promotion right now, with a big company. He needs to just work the indies, do what he has to do, hone his craft, make his money. Once again, 200 people, over 200 people watching me. No, it's 230, 240. A lot of people are watching me. Please do me a solid favor. Hit the like button. We're at 92 likes. Hit the like button. Get me to at least 200 by the end of this. We should get to 200 likes. That's the goal. If you haven't hit the like button yet, please hit that like button. Y'all are making me mad. Brian Kendrick, y'all making me mad. Stop it. Enzo Amore, I'm done talking about 205 Live because I'm going to get upset. I'm going to get pissed off. Y'all making me mad, for real. God, that show was so good. So, hopefully, Mustafa Ali does find his footing because he does have a family. And he is taking care of his family. He's the bread maker. So, let's see what happens. I'm expecting great things from him. Oh, Lord. Where do I start next? Like, where do I go to next? Elias? Poor Elias. Poor Elias. This man. Here's what hurts me about Elias. When he first started at NXT, it almost felt like he was doomed from the get-go, because it just never clicked in NXT. It just never clicked. They tried with him, but it never worked. Then he got to the main roster. And it's almost like the heavens opened up. Because all he was doing was coming out, sitting inside the ring, and strumming his guitar. And every time he said those words, and that WWE stands for Walk with Elias. Walk with Elias. He was over. He was a hit. His character was one of the biggest things to come out of WWE in the past decade. Heat magnet. It just never transitioned into anything outside of being a character. They couldn't make it work. They had a lightning in a bottle, they just never transitioned it into anything. A championship run or anything. And that sucks. Now, is that partially his fault? Probably. He's not the greatest in-ring worker. Not the best. Great character, but the moment the bell rings, it was over. I also love that. I did see this too. He admitted that he was Ezekiel after he was released. I knew it! No, I'm joking. That's hilarious, though. I'm happy he's having fun with that, but they never figured it out with him. They just never did. Great character worker. But the moment you ring the bell with him, it's over. So, where he goes, I don't know. Impact? Probably. He probably could use NWA right now. NWA could probably use someone like him. Matter of fact, that seems like a great place for him to go. NWA. Maybe do a dual personality gimmick. I don't know. I hope he gets better. He has plenty of time to work things out. Great character work. He just needs to work on his in-ring ability. Once he locks that down, I think he'll be great for an AEW down the line. But right now, yeah, I don't even think Tony's looking at him. He would probably be, at best, served working for Impact Wrestling. Rick Boogs. Oh. Not my boy Rick. Man, I used to get pumped when he came out with that guitar before Nakamura's entrance. And that boy said, "My name is Rick Boogs. I came here to rock for my boy Shinsuke Nakamura." Yeah! So much energy. What was his actual name? Hickenbottom? Hickenbottom on NXT. So much personality. And here's the crazy part. He's actually good in the ring. He's actually really good in the ring. Man, I was, look here. I was shocked when I saw that name, because even I was like, y'all didn't even give him a shot. He's the very definition of a sports entertainer. The very definition. I don't know what the hell is going to happen with him now. Bugenhagen. Hickenbottom. Who's Hickenbottom? Who's that? Who's Hickenbottom? Is that Shawn Michaels' real name? Did I call him Shawn Michaels? Eric Bugenhagen. Thank you. Why did I call him Hickenbottom? Oh my god. I called him Shawn Michaels' real name. Ah, sad. My bad. Credit to Shawn Michaels. I love you, Shawn. Bugenhagen. That's his real name. Thank you. Bugenhagen. Well, I would think someone like that, because he's new and because he's still young, maybe he'll get picked up by AEW. But I think he would best be served probably going to an Impact Wrestling right now. Impact Wrestling could use someone like him. Probably in NWA too. Really honing on his skills, really locked out his personality. But yeah, in the future, I wouldn't mind seeing him in AEW. I don't mind seeing someone like that, a great personality. People are telling me about NXT releases. Okay, we'll start looking at NXT releases in just a second, I promise. But right now, let me finish up this list. We still got a couple of people to talk about. Like Top Dollar. Oh, nah. Not Top Dollar. Poor Flop Dollar. I mean Top Dollar. Look here, I'm going to be real with you. As soon as I saw him botch that dive to the outside, his days were numbered. I like him. I had nothing against AJ Francis. I don't even think he's a bad person. I've seen him do interviews. He seems like he's a good dude. And you know what? Honestly, AEW might pick him up. I can see him being being Swerve's big muscle. I don't mind seeing it. But as soon as he botched that dive to the outside on that one episode of SmackDown, I was just counting the days. I'm like, well, that's it. There goes his career. It is what it is. Do I think he's a bad person? No. Do I think he's a bad talent? No. I do think, as an overall product, as an individual, he probably stands the best chance of doing something other than what he was doing in WWE. I'm sorry. Whether you like it or not, you and I all know. You all know, like I know, Hit Row didn't work without Swerve. Hit Row just didn't work. That was one of those returns that Triple H brought back, those talents that he brought back that just didn't work. Hit Row doesn't work without Swerve. They tried it, didn't work. They tried it. They gave it a shot. Sometimes when you give it a shot, you want people to do their best. It just doesn't work out very well. It didn't work out. I hate to say it. I like me some Top Dollar. I think he's a good guy. But I'm sorry, like, it was never gonna work. It was never gonna work without Swerve. I'm shocked B-Fab and Ashanti the Adonis, right? Ashanti the Adonis. I'm shocked they kept their jobs. I still remember when Mia Yim exposed them on Twitter. But yeah, look here. AJ Francis, best of luck to you. If AEW doesn't pick him up, I don't see him going anywhere else. I don't think he's going to be picked up by an Impact Wrestling or a NWA. They don't seem to be places that really strike me as somewhere he can thrive. So he'll probably be picked up by AEW, and he'll be Swerve Strickland's muscle. Riddick Moss. So here's what surprises me about Riddick Moss. Paul Heyman loves Riddick Moss. Riddick Moss is a Paul Heyman project. Riddick Moss is someone that Paul Heyman thinks has untapped potential. Right? And I think someone like a Riddick Moss, because he's such a blank slate, the sky is the limit for him. The problem with Riddick Moss for me is that he's just way too vanilla. Way too vanilla. He's not a vanilla midget, but he's vanilla. Great body, great look. But that's literally it. Not the greatest inside the ring, not the greatest personality. He's just all look and no substance. So, someone like that, it's kind of hard for me to feel bad that he got released. But I do have to feel like, I can't help but feel like what he could have been if Paul Heyman got the chance to just work with him. They were going to do a gimmick that I thought was great. With Emma, basically, well, him being a cuck, essentially, to Emma. Like the cuck gimmick that they were going to do, which I was like, man, let's see where this goes. Where Emma basically controlled everything and anything that he did. I would have loved to have seen that on SmackDown. A cuck gimmick? With Emma running the show? Fuck yeah. But we never got a chance to see it. So, personally, I'm more upset that Emma got released. Emma literally just got brought back. They brought her back just to release her. What the actual hell? You brought Emma back just to release her. They did nothing with her. They brought her back, put her in catering. They gave her that one match against Ronda Rousey, and they put her in catering, and we never saw her again. Other than a few stunts on main event, and then maybe some random matches on Raw and SmackDown. We never saw her again. That's stupid. And I still remember Emma from NXT. Emma on NXT when she was with Dana Brooke. Bruh. Dark Emma? Evil Emma? Sunglasses Emma? They never... I don't know, bruh. Why bring them back if you're just going to release them? So, I did see that Saraya is pushing to bring Emma, or Tennille Dashwood, that's her real name, into AEW. She was a part of that All-In Battle Royal in 2018. Why not? Although I don't want her to go, because the AEW women's roster needs some work. So personally, my personal opinion, Tennille Dashwood was in Impact Wrestling before this, right? She should just go back to Impact for right now. Because at least they're using the talent, the women on that show. I'm being real with you. I don't trust AEW to use her properly right now. So I would send her to Impact at the moment. Whoa! Whoa, wait a minute. What's this I'm seeing? Okay, breaking news. WWE just released Dana Brooke, Mansoor, and Masser. Mansoor, Mace, and Dana Brooke. Wow. Dana Brooke, I guess Dana Brooke makes number 10. Dana Brooke. Wow. 1 second. Let me tweet about this. Let me get my phone. Yep, I gotta update the people. Breaking news. Wow, Dana Brooke. Now that one I do feel sorry for. And here's why I feel sorry for Dana Brooke. I was just talking about her. I literally was just talking about her and Emma. But yeah, I feel sorry for Dana Brooke because homegirl tried so hard. Oh, that poor baby, that poor soul. Dana Brooke tried so hard. She really wanted to be good. Oh, man. Dana Brooke tried so hard. She cute as hell, too. I'm not even gonna lie. We don't talk about that enough. She cute as hell. Homegirl got a body. She's always had a body, though. But, man, I feel so bad. I feel so bad for Dana Brooke. Because she tried so hard. So hard. Poor Dana. If they can lock her up, they being Impact Wrestling, if they can lock her up, that would be great. Damn. Yeah, hold on for 1 minute, y'all. Dana Brooke. Maser, or Mace. And Mansoor, or Mansar, are the 10th, 11th, and 12th wrestlers released by WWE today. I'm sorry. It's just, I do feel bad for Dana Brooke. I really do. Tried so hard to make whatever she did, wherever she was given, work. And that should be commended. And she should be commended for that, really. Because she tried to make it work. Be commended for that. I really do hope Impact Wrestling picks her up. She gets picked up. Because I feel bad for her. That's terrible. I'm sorry. Like, they know they're wrong for that. It's not surprising. People are like, are you surprised? It's not even that I'm surprised. But that's just booty, bro. Wow, Dana Brooke. I mean, it is what it is. What else are you gonna do at this point, y'all? Like, they're all gonna. I think ultimately, all the people released today, I'm not necessarily worried about. We'll get to Aaliyah in just a second. That one we'll talk about. But Dana Brooke, Mansoor, or Mason Mansoor. I think they'll be just fine. They'll be okay. But damn, I thought they were. I thought they were done with the main roster. Psych. All right, well, let's continue with the last person on this list for now. I'm pretty sure there are going to be others, and we'll look at the other NXT releases in just a second. Aaliyah. So this one is personal to me because Aaliyah, to me, is someone that I was wishing would actually be very successful. She was a YouTuber, believe it or not, back in the day, like when we were first doing the whole wrestling community and we were coming together and forming packs and shit, supporting one another. She was called Chick Kick 21. She was a YouTuber, Chick Kick 21, and she said she wanted to be a wrestler. She said she wanted to be a wrestler. And she did it. She put in the work, went to train, And then she got to NXT. I was so happy when she got called up. Man, when she got called up, I said, that is so good, man. And then she broke the record by beating Natalya in 3 seconds. So they had a lot. They had a lot lined up for her. Some storylines that were very cringy, for the record. We're not going to talk about those. She was a former women's tag team champ, so she won a belt. Congratulations to her. So I can't necessarily say she had a terrible run. But man, it's like she got injured and then that was it. She got hurt and they never used her again. And it's not like she's not healthy. Apparently on social media, if you follow her on social media, she's fine. She's been ready to come back. They just never brought her back. They never brought her back. I feel bad for her. I feel bad because it felt like it was ripped from her. You can sit here all day and talk about, she came in at the wrong time. She's not Becky Lynch. She's, injury prone. I see that too. I don't know, man. I just kind of feel like it was somebody that was just, when she was on screen and they had her doing things. I remember her gimmick with Chelsea Green in NXT. Bougie Aaliyah, remember her? Remember Bougie Aaliyah? They were making it work. It was actually entertaining. I thought it was entertaining. Whenever she was doing stuff and they were letting her really work, she was great. And then she would get hurt or they just stopped using her. So I think it's sad because it was ripped from her. I hope she gets picked up by a big promotion. Hopefully she gets picked up by AEW. But if she doesn't get picked up and she goes to Impact Wrestling, I think she would be perfect for Impact Wrestling. The only reason why I don't want her to go to AEW is because I don't trust them to use the women right now. I don't. So I would really love to see her in Impact for now. I would love to see Impact take her up and really work with her and help her find her, find her rhythm, work with Mickie James, work with Naomi, work with, Trinity, work with all these talent that can really, really do some great things. So, man, that's the list. That's the big list of talent, including Dana Brooke, Masser, and Mansoor, Mason Mansoor. What is that, 12? 12 wrestlers? We're not done yet. Just so we're clear, we are far from finished. I guarantee you we're going to see more wrestlers get released. We're going to see more wrestlers get released. So, give me your thoughts, man. Where are your heads at with all this? How do you feel about these releases? Here's my question. What release shocked you the most? Question number 1. What release shocked you the most? Question number 2. Where do you see these talents going or faring the best now that they're essentially been released and then they won't be able to go anywhere until 2024? But where do you see them going? Yes, we are going to get more releases. People are telling me to look at Twitter for more releases here. Okay, let me see who else got released. Let me go to my boy Sean Ross Sapp. Probably not my boy, but whatever. I'm going to go to him. So we got Mansoor, Bryson Montana. Who that? Who Bryson Montana? Bryson Montana. Who is this? Apparently he was on NXT. Okay. Quincy Miller, I know who that is. Quite the controversial. See what I did there? Controversial. Personality there. Yeah, I don't know. So I guess those two, Quincy Miller and Bryson Montana, make it 14. All right. Well, I'm expecting to see more. If not today, later. But live chat, I'm done talking. Y'all had the floor. Who do you think hurt WWE the most with their release? And where do you see them going? Which ones shocked you? Just curious to know what y'all feel. They released Dolph Ziggler and kept Kevin Patrick. Guys, I told y'all about doing that. Don't do that, man. I don't like Kevin Patrick as the lead commentator for any show, but he is a nice guy, and I hope he keeps his job. He should be a color commentator for now. Okay, we get more releases. Who else we got? Dabba-Kato! They released Dabba-Kato? Baba, remember it was a Baba Tunde. Dabba-Kato! Dabba-Kato. Dabba-Kato, man. Alright, I mean, that's another one, I guess. It is what it is. But yeah, Dana Brooke getting released. That was a... That one was kind of crazy. People was asking me, why am I seeing people say Adam Pearce got released? What's that coming? Where is that coming from? Let me see. Adam Pearce. Thank you for watching our television programs and for all of the really positive messages I've been sent on social media today. But mostly thank you for watching our television programs. Oh, shit! Did he get released too? I don't see it yet. Ah, shit. I hope he's okay. Damn, that would suck. He probably is gone. Well, nothing yet from Fightful Select or PW Insider. Those are my sources. Yeah, I mean, his tweet was very cryptic, so... Shit, I don't know. I don't even know anymore, bro. Oh, man. Well, we're gonna have to see. That one's probably the next one. And people are asking me, are any of these people shocking? It's not about being shocking, man. Let me see here. Yeah, I don't see anybody else, quite frankly. But as of right now, no, Adam Pearce has not been released. I'm just saying keep him an open mind there. And guys, please don't be fantasy booking freaking releases. Can we not do that, please? Yeah, I don't see anything. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my eye on the phone though. Let me know if y'all see anything. Okay, so people are now saying Shanky. Who the hell is Shanky? Oh, wait. Is that one half of the wasn't that the former partner of Veer who's still coming? And he got lost somewhere? He's still coming, but he got lost? I'm not gonna start it. Don't worry. I'm not gonna do it today. Calm down. We're not gonna do it today. I just having some fun. Everyone is just like, oh, not today, Alex. Come on. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Shanky got released. All right. I mean, I think I might have to do look, real talk, guys. You know what I'm scared of? I'm scared I might have to do another stream tonight. Because I don't think we're done. Because they're still releasing people. So they might end up releasing. Might end up releasing someone big. Like, I'm scared for Johnny Gargano, though. That one I'm scared of. Because I know he's trending right now. Shanky? Alright. Let me see what y'all been saying, though. Let me go back and read some of your comments. Let me see here. King of Heckle Mundo, lots of good talents down the drain. I agree. I love this. Gorilla Strong said, how does Dana Brooke still have a job? Well, sir, she doesn't. She doesn't. The maximum male models are gone? Yes, they are. Dana Brooke is gone, bro. Dana Brooke. Damn, they tried so hard with her. They really tried with her. That sucks. I still feel like when it comes to Aaliyah, they left a lot on the table with her because she really could have done something. Really could have done something. 1 second, y'all. I want to be sure everybody understands what's going on here and they understand the situation. Alright. Yeah, guys. Once again, Adam Pearce hasn't been released yet. I just saw a cryptic tweet that made me think he was. So let's just calm down. Like, calm your jets about that. Do I think Matt Riddle will be released? No. I don't think he'll be released. I think he'll be fine. Hopefully. Word on Randy Orton coming back. I did hear that Randy Orton is training at the Performance Center with Jay Cargill. So, hopefully he'll be making a return soon. That'll be good. They need him. Paul London. Paul London was in WWE? I didn't think he was. Yes. Please pray for these people that got released. Make sure they all, are coveted and they end up somehow landing a spot in the future after they're released. Yeah, guys, so I'm gonna be real with you. I'm hungry because I haven't eaten at all today yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off. I am praying I don't have to come back up here and talk about this tonight. I would love to be able to spend the rest of my Thursday for me. Can I do that? I should be able to do that. So, you guys, please take care of yourselves. Please always know that you are welcome here in Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. Do all the YouTube things, like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and Venmo. Pray for these wrestlers, pray for the talents, pray for the employees that got released, and hopefully things will turn out well for them. Keep your eye on social media. Keep your eye on my YouTube channel. I might be back up here again to talk about more releases, but I will definitely see you tonight for my Impact Wrestling live reaction. And then also, I'll see you tonight for my, see you later on this week, probably tomorrow, most likely tomorrow, for my thoughts on SmackDown moving away from Fox. Probably coincide with my SmackDown review. So tomorrow we'll do the SmackDown review along with the big news about SmackDown going to USA Network and where I think Raw and NXT are going to go. So lots of live streams coming up. Just stay tuned, subscribe, and we're going to have some fun. You guys take it easy. This is Alyx. Just Alyx signing out right here in Alyx's World. Let's hope we don't have to come back up here again. Peace. When you're